I guess.
All right, I guess.
I guess.
I guess.
I didn't
I
have
don't
to
know.
yawn until we pressed the record button.
It's
and then
suddenly
my
the
entire
idea.
body was like,
Awesome.
okay,
Awesome,
cool.
Jim. We have to scrap it and start again. Ah, shit. Damn. There it is.
It's like how you don't have to pee, but then you see a toilet and you're like, oh no.
It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Just
Jim-
the spirit of piss
Jim
flows
didn't-
through you.
Didn't feel exhausted, but then we hit record and he was like, I have to talk about Riverdale.
Oh,
And
no.
I am now just an emotional wreck.
I have to start out the show by asking a simple yet loaded question to you both.
Mm.
Do you know about the Walton Goggins goggles glasses?
No.
I shan't.
Which are real? They're a real thing.
Tell me more immediately.
Okay,
Explain yourself.
I'm pretty sure. All right. Here's the thing. Walton Goggins, you know that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's got these they're basically snowboard goggles, but they're sunglasses, but they're big, but they're small, but they cling to your head and not around your ears.
Okay. Walter Goggins.
Walton. You know the guy from
Oh, Walton. Yeah. I
yeah.
keep like how you didn't think Dilton.
Dilton Doily was a real thing.
Yeah.
And guess how much I want you to I hear you, right? I hear your tippity taps, right?
Uh-huh.
I want everybody to guess the amount of money, the amount of dollars that they would pay for these goggles, and I will relay how much money they actually are.
I can't believe.
I'm gonna. I haven't tippy tapped, so let me guess.
Yeah,
All right.
I haven't looked at the price, but I have beef with the landing page of this website from the start.
What, you don't like Walton Goggins' visage?
Look, okay, so first of all, there's a weird subculture in the internet of Walton Goggins is incredibly hot, and I firmly disagree.
Yeah, I'm not in that group.
If having abs made you hot,
Does he even have abs?
people would
He
want to
does.
be wanting to fuck corn on the cob so bad, you know? But they don't, because it's not just about the abs.
What?
You never seen how corn on the cob looks like?
Just a bunch
Abs?
of that
Just a
means
bunch of
that-
abs?
Okay, yeah, sure, all right.
Stable together. Secondly,
Okay.
the neoprene strap on these bad mamma jammas is
Well, listen.
not
It's in
doing
case go ahead,
anybody
sorry.
any favors. Thirdly, what the website was
What?
built with GoDaddy Arrow. Try it at GoDaddy.com, which I know because that's a banner at the top.
Yep. So here's the thing. I don't want you to move. I don't want you to move an inch. On
We
this
haven't talked
landing
about the
page.
worst part, which is the tagline.
Oh, yeah. What would
Kitten
you like to do
mittens,
the
you'll be
honors?
smitten.
Oh, so close, Jim. Yeah, actually, really close. It's strap in. Look out.
Yep.
Okay. It's strap in. Look out. As in, tighten the neoprene strap and look out for all the bitches coming your way.
I guess the
because,
nice thing
God
is
damn.
they won't
These
sink
things
to the
are-
bottom of the river when you go to kill yourself. They'll float to the top because of the strap.
Oh, man. I can't wait to have all of the Red Bull athletes be wearing these in their homemade fucking airplanes or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck.
These
But here's the thing.
So should we prices right this?
I want you to it's gonna be a two-part
Sorry, I just finally got my eyes down to the bottom of the screen where there's
Oh.
just a crawler that says movement is life. But it won't stay still because movement is life, you know? It's just
Movement is life, movement is life, movement is
yeah,
life.
but
Right,
there is
right.
one section where there's 3 too many spaces between is and life. So technically, it's life is movement, maybe? Life is movement
Oh,
is life
I
is
just made
movement
it.
is life is movement.
Life is
Don't
movement
dead
is.
open inside.
Yeah.
Don't dead open inside. So here's the thing. I want us to prices right these.
Okay.
I know how much they are. I want you to guess how much these Walton Goggins goggles glasses.
I hate
By the way,
everything
that is
about
their
this.
actual real name. It's not my Walton goggles, which are way better. It is Walton Goggins goggle glasses.
That
I
that
would
I
just
love.
gone with
One W.
I would have just gone with Goggins goggles.
Or Goggins goggles.
If you-
That's
if you-
also fine.
Hey, don't be knocking my W trip G's.
I'm not Walton your Goggins, okay? It's just
That really Walton's
They
my
suck.
Goggins.
I'm
And
gonna
you know
guess.
what really Goggins my goggles?
I'm gonna
These
guess there's
glasses.
$675.
Okay, we have $675 from Jim. Mom,
Okay.
do you have a guess?
I'm looking at these, and what I would pay for them is nothing. But
Yeah.
because it's Walton Goggins goggle glasses, I think we have to be in the quad dig. You know, we.
In the quad dig.
Oh, yeah.
Quad dig.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
I think. God, I think 1,500 minimum.
1,500.
Yeah, but
No,
you
that's-
do get.
all right.
But you do
He's
get.
only on TV, man. He's not even in movies.
It's okay. I think you maybe don't understand the chokehold that White Lotus has on the nation.
On the nation. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in the most recent season. I haven't watched it yet, no spoilers, but I do plan on watching it at some point. I want to say that by Price is Right rules,
Yeah.
Jim wins. They are 150 big ones.
Oh, 150.
Which,
Do they come? Can you
100
get alternate fashion straps? Can I go?
So-
Can I go deep on this website now?
I just want right before you go big, I want to just real quick.
There's an
I have to
FAQ here,
just-
Matthew, and I need to know what F's
There is an
are
FAQ.
Q's.
I just want to
What F's
list
are
off.
queued?
All I want to do is list off the names for the types of goggles, like styles you can get.
Oh, there's
man.
multiple styles?
So there's multiple. They're just like color palettes, right? So there's a La Tortuga, right? Mama's Skillet, which has nothing to do with, I don't think, anything. Cumulonimbus,
Sure,
Limoncello,
kind of clouds.
Limoncello, and Blue. There's no fun name for Blue. It's just Blue.
Do you want to guess?
That
Okay.
is fucking genius. Like,
I can't believe this shit, dude.
no, man. The person that came up with those names and then went with Blue was a fucking comedic genius.
It's crazy. It's absolutely
Walton,
insane.
Walton
is-
probably is a
that
funny
is-
guy.
That is the funniest person. I can't even imagine how funny that person must be to hang out with.
God.
To come up with all those other flavors and then Blue.
And then Blue.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
So now, Mom, yes, you can go. You can go deep dive.
Okay.
This
Do you
website.
guys want to guess what the
Unfortunately-
goggles are made of?
No, I really fucking
Plastic.
Yeah. Are they strands of Walton Goggins' hair?
Well, I
just
couldn't.
kind of pressed.
I
very
couldn't
thin?
tell you because this fact is answered from premium materials that are strong and lightweight.
All right, that's not an answer.
Yeah, it's polycarbonate.
That's not.
I can't. It's not good podcast for me to read you the list, the 10-in-1 customization list about
I mean,
the 10
but I
possible
will.
combinations
I will.
of the pieces.
You ready?
But they are
I'm-
listed here.
I mean, listen, it's a lot of repetition.
Yeah,
But listen, you
they're
can go
not.
top foam nose piece strap, or you can just go top foam strap. Then you can go full foam strap, so no sort of shades there. Then you can go no padding or nose piece, just the strap. What the fuck is that? Huh?
Sometimes
sorry.
Maybe
you
he's
gotta
just
strap
strapping
it
them
up.
bad mamma jammas to your face.
Maybe you just gotta strap on your Goggins goggles glasses.
You gotta.
I hate that so much.
Strap it.
Strap
Look
in,
out.
Look out. Oh, but I'm not done. There's no padding, nose piece strap. So, why would you do the last one if you could do that one? Top foam, nose piece, arms. Forgot there was arms, huh? Nope. Then you can just go top foam and arms. Does this mean that you don't get the fucking shield? Like, you just get... Like, when I was in middle school, I thought I was cool because I popped lenses out of sunglasses and wore them like fake glasses. And
Sure.
I'm
Whomst
thinking-
among us?
Exactly. I'm thinking that if I did this with these glasses, I would get actually assaulted and not just verbally assaulted like I did when I did that. Because that would look so dumb. Anyway, you can do the full foam arms, no padding, nose piece arms. Or, sorry, no padding, no nose piece. And then no padding, plus nose piece. I don't understand what the fuck these mean. Jesus. Oh.
I can't possibly do a podcast now.
But hey,
You gotta-
I just want to put it out there, gang. Okay, if you're looking to get a pair of these Walton Goggins goggles glasses, because he can't choose which
Sorry,
they are, goggles
these
or glasses
are,
or both.
and I quote from our boy Walton, a pair of stylish sunglasses that express and integrate with his inward and outward journey.
What does that mean? A crocodile pervert?
So,
Like, I don't understand. They're just not good. Also,
if you're looking for a sexy pair of shades that move with you as you dance to the rhythm of life, well, Walton Goggins goggle glasses were made just for you. Warm regards, Walton Goggins.
wow.
This
There's a 1 minute.
is a Saturday Night Live fake commercial after Weekend Update that gets cut.
It's fucking crazy. By the way,
do they know that it's not April 1st anymore? They just forgot to take it down.
hey, gang, I knew about these since before April 1st. It's really been, they're really actually a thing, and one of them is sold out. The Tortuga, that La Tortuga one, it's sold out. People are hot to trot for these fucking goggles.
I mean,
glasses.
you know,
Listen,
you know what La Tortuga means,
They're
don't you?
Goggins goggle glasses, Matthew.
they're Goggins goggle glasses, Walton.
Means the Tortuga.
Goggins. Walton goggles. Walton glasses.
Can't remember. I watched some dumb movie one time where one of the running jokes is the family restaurant was called the La Trottatoria.
Oh, that's so good.
It's really
Amazing.
good.
Holy shit. By the way, just some dour news about these goggle glasses, Walton Goggins goggles, is that they are not safety goggles, so don't wear them if you're trying to be some sort of stylish construction
Right,
worker.
they're not OSHA approved.
And B,
Although what will be anymore?
exactly.
Is there still an OSHA at this point? I don't think
I
there
don't
is.
think so. Maybe in name only. But also, I think the most disheartening piece of news is that they do not offer prescription lenses for these bad boys.
I know.
I think
Walton?
Walton.
How am I supposed to strap in, look out under these conditions?
Exactly. I
You
can only
can't-
strap in. I can never look out, Walton.
You can't offer prescriptions with $150 glasses.
I would pay $1,500.
Oh, ho, ho.
for prescription
Zenny.com.
Walton Goggins.
Disagrees.
Zenny.com does disagree. God, there is a 1 minute and 15-second ad that I would
I know.
love to
I had to
watch,
close the
and I
webpage
can't.
because I would have clicked
Zenny.com
play
is
on
probably
that.
going to be ultra tariffed, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
but I
glad
just
that
wanna-
I updated my glasses. It's so crazy that a 16th century economic theory is really in play right now.
We literally started an entire country about this.
Yeah, it's nuts. I just want to say before we get off of the Walton Goggins goggles glasses train, okay? I just want to say that the thumbnail for this 115, this minute and 15-second ad, it's got Walton Goggins' name on there, and then underneath it describes him as an actor, a storyteller, and an entrepreneur. Which saying you're a storyteller when you're an actor is like, it's like halfway there. You know what I mean? I don't know that I would ever want to call myself a storyteller, even though I tell stories. That's like
Even though
me, a
you
bartender.
can't stop me yapping once you get one drink in me, you know?
That's true. But that's like me, a bartender, saying, "Oh, I'm a mixologist." I would want somebody to slap me across the face if I said that.
This
Fun
is how I
fact.
feel about the word
Oh.
bud tender. Don't.
You should
Yeah,
you should
don't-
let other
you're not a
people
bud.
tell you they're fun.
Exactly. You let other people call you a bud tender. You don't call yourself a bud tender. Your name is Craig, and that's all you are.
Okay? And you work at
What
the
the
weed
fuck
store.
is
bags
a
you
bud
give it to people.
tender?
It's somebody who works at a weed dispensary.
Yep.
Uh,
You
Yep.
get it, Jim?
Do you
Oh.
see?
understand?
Because of the marijuana.
being alive was a mistake.
We've made a lot of mistakes. Chief among them starting this podcast.
Jesus. Yeah. So anyway,
If I
what a
had
fun
known
time. What a
that
fun 15
some-
minutes we've just burned away.
If I
Yeah,
had
thank
known
you so much.
beforehand
No,
that some
like rose
dickhole was
blossoms
going
in
to
the
call
wind.
himself a bud tender, I would have voted against legalizing. I've been like, you know what? No, this is a mistake. We don't need this.
Yeah, we got to shut it down.
Jim, some JV lacrosse player who was small time dealing weed on his bike was already calling himself a bud tender. You can't stop that kind of wordplay.
Yeah, that kind of shit just will fly no matter
Yeah,
what.
but he wasn't putting that shit on LinkedIn.
Yeah, fair.
He was putting it on a business card he got from
Yeah.
Vistaprint or something.
Oh, no. I mean, listen, if it's a 15-year-old kid selling weed off of his bike, it's made in crayon, okay? It's written in crayon for sure. He doesn't trust himself with pens.
No,
He's never
he
heard of
made it in
printing.
Microsoft Word in the school computer lab.
Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. You're right. Now let's see Paul Allen's card. So anyway, should we start the podcast?
We
for
should
real
start
now,
the
though?
podcast, probably. Yeah, I think so.
All right, I guess. All right. Hey everybody, I'm Matt,
I'm Matt's mom.
I'm Matt's friend.
and this is a Riverdale Runs Through It. It's a podcast with Pep, and absolutely no Walton Goggins Goggins
Oh,
glasses.
it's not. It's not a podcast
Absolutely
with Pep
not.
anymore.
It's not a podcast with Pep either. For some
No,
reason.
we got
Why is that?
another
Oh, I
sign
guess I'll find
update
out.
this episode.
Oh my God! When will they rest? When will they let the sign makers rest? Jesus,
don't know.
they haven't seen their families in weeks. All right. So I guess it's usually with Pep, but it's been with Pop and with Heart and with Witches before.
Mhm.
I remember those.
Yeah, I think,
and
it's like
and
a
also a hell of a
podcast
good
that's looking
time.
toward the future. A hell of a time.
Oh,
because of
yeah.
the devil.
Yeah, because of Lou Cipher.
Mm.
So anyway, it's a podcast where my mom and my friend watched Riverdale, the seminal classic
guess?
from, I guess, from the seminal classic, or it is a seminal classic from the makers
CW.
of CW,
Charles
Charles
Entertainment
Whitlock. Charles Entertainment Whitlock. A lot of people forget the entertainment.
Man, it's been
And
a
they
long
took-
time since we did this.
They tell me about it, and then I go, what? And then my brain explodes. And then all the King's horses and all the King's men come and put my head back together.
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the whole podcast. I don't know. We've done this now. This marks 120 times that we've.
That
done this.
is so
Sick.
crazy.
And are we better at it? No.
No.
Has the show gotten better? Has the show gotten better? No.
Maybe.
So net
I mean,
positive.
It's
Actually-
been 15 fucking years since they've been doing that cruise, and my man Colton still tunes every time he gets on stage, right? Like partway through the first song, he stops and tunes.
Oh, yeah.
He's still doing that, right? I haven't seen him play in like
There was,
4
like,
cruises,
an
so
emergency run.
I just haven't bothered.
For Guitar Center location in San Juan when we got there. Because there
Wait,
was
what?
one functioning guitar on the ship. Things kept
One
breaking.
functioning gets
Amazing.
What the shit?
Boja
All right,
was
wow.
tuning one, or maybe it was Storm. Was tuning one. No, it was Boja. And
Of course
he
it was Boja.
snapped the knob off of the tuning peg.
Oh shit!
And like one of the
Wow.
stage techs had to go get a screwdriver and finish tuning it with that. It was crazy times.
Whoa!
Amazing.
That's
Yeah.
wild. Jim Bozier's power is limitless.
Truly, he can't
Is-
be stopped.
Is
Hey,
forever.
Matthew.
Oh fuck me! All right.
Yeah.
I gotta straighten my tie. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
Hit me.
What happened previously?
All right. So previously, last time, I guess last week, we can go back to the last week bit, even though it's been 2 weeks technically. So there's a lot of gang warfare in this episode, or last week's episode. And Percival Pickens is a little peeved. Percival Pickens peeved about.
Beep, beep,
So it's between the Serpents and another group that I can't remember. It's not the Ghoulies. Is it the Ghoulies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all we've got.
Okay. So, but then, this Big Tone. Big Tone asks for some help. Big Tone asks for some help from a rival. You can feel the air quotes. Gang leader who they're actually chummy. and shit ensues. Fucking the devil's got mind control. So that's fun, and everybody's trying to combat that. Also, Abigail is trying to poison everybody so that she can have Thomasina's body, and so she bakes muffins, and Betty gets a vibe check and is like, and then Archie eats one, but he's fine because he's invincible, and Jughead eats a little bit of cyanide and is kind of just sick for a little bit. He's got a little bit of a stomach bug. The devil's also on the council now as well, the Council of 4.
Yeah, because they kicked Toni off.
It is for a minute a council of 3.
Makes sense.
Which throws Riverdale into a bunch of turmoil.
The math of 3 works out.
Yeah. Also, they try and devise a plan to stop the devil with his mind control powers, and Archie takes the moral high ground like Batman, even though he's invincible and could do it. Or sorry, he's dense. He's got dense bones.
God, is he dense?
He could probably punch the devil and win, which is crazy logic. But we'll just keep going.
He could be our great savior.
He could be our great
punch
savior.
the devil and win.
He could punch the devil and have it all be cool.
For the old Gipper, the Gipper being God.
Yeah, I mean that's what I always understood the Gipper to be.
Yeah. The devil also mind controls a bunch of ghoulies to shoot themselves in the face. So that's fun. And then also Horace Mantle, who continues to persist, but not for very much longer, just gambles his... it was described this way last week, and there's no other better way of describing it. When, an old golden retriever, you just give them whatever they want because they're almost dead.
That's what Reg is doing with his dad, Horace Mantle.
That's what Reg is doing, yeah. And then Reg starts to get into gambling or assumes his father's debt. Or at least buys back the dealership. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
he makes some sort of deal
with them somehow, but we don't really know what the deal is.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what happened last week. Also, Abigail is no longer in Cheryl's body.
Yeah, she's in a creepy doll.
She's in a creepy doll. That's right. They get Cheryl back in her body, or Abigail out of Cheryl's body by burning her at the stake to trigger her out of her body.
It makes as much sense as any goddamn thing this show does.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's not great. But it works, so I guess whatever.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why not? So yeah, that's it. That's what happened last week, I believe. Unless I missed something else big, but
I don't think so.
Oh, wait, the namesake of the episode. Fucking Kevin takes small tone. He files for custody, so baby safe.
He filed for custody, so baby safe. You get it.
To make baby safe. You
get
it? You understand?
Yeah, Kev take baby.
How else make baby
Kev
safe?
take baby. So
because
Kev make baby safe with custody.
Fangs did have
they need a way
bag
Drew
o'
and Stain.
guns.
Kevin
bag o'
take their
guns.
babbies.
Exactly. Babbies, no good in gangs, okay? Need to be at least kids. But yeah. Fangs got arrested.
He did.
As well,
he
for having
did.
bag
Yeah.
o' guns. But that's all that happened last week.
Yes.
Now we're good.
So this week, season 6, episode 10, the title is Folk Heroes. This is a cool artistic title because what it's actually referencing is Jughead's quest to make Archie a folk hero.
Why? Just tell me right now, does Archie get a cape?
No. Folk
Thank
heroes
fucking
don't
God.
have capes. Folk heroes are like Johnny Appleseed, Paul Bunyan.
They oh, okay. They play the lute or something.
Yeah, they wear a pot in their head.
They wear a pot in their head or something. Right?
They have a blue ox.
Yeah. They shred through a mountain against a machine with a hammer.
Yeah,
something like that.
Oh God, what were those books with the
Tales
shitty
of the Weenies?
No, the shitty rich kid who used technology to fight magic. And he
Artemis
had the
Fowl?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the gnome, like the dwarves in Artemis Fowl, because they
Oh,
chew
yeah.
up rocks and they fart them out real bad.
They just, yep.
Slightly more fascist Harry Potter.
They're biblically accurate dune sandworms.
Yep. They just have the misfortune to wear pants.
Yep. It's really bad.
So this episode starts with Jughead's voiceover about folk heroes, and like the first shot is like it's the floor of the high school, and then it pans up to the trophy case. And there is a picture of Jason Blossom in a football uniform in there. And I looked at it.
It's way too big for him.
Yeah, I looked at it, and I know that we're supposed to believe that animated stick of paraffin wax was like so good at football. But he just obviously wasn't.
No suspense of disbelief will make that true.
No, I'm just
sorry.
not here for it. Jughead talks about like some heroes are born on the gridiron. No.
What?
And that's when we're looking at the
What?
trophy case. And then some are from comic books. And then there's a lot of like, hey, remember, like Pepperidge Farm remembers moments in this episode. And this is...
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, so we've already had the Jason Blossom one. And now we see the Red Hood comics. And do you remember when Archie made all of the teenagers pose shirtless, but with the hoods on?
Yeah, that sucks. Why would they bring that back up? Hey, guys, we can forget about that one. We can forget about that.
They
I
refuse.
can't. It's burned into my brain.
It's so bad. It's so bad. And the worst part is it's somebody's kink, you know? And we don't yuck yums, but like, come on, guys. Not on public TV.
We do, I guess, I mean, they're technically not teenagers, but they're playing teenagers. I don't.
Yeah, but they're playing teenagers, which is worse. Like, it's still not good.
Yeah, that's not good. And so those are real heroes, but then there are folk heroes who are champions of the common people, and we pan across a series of posters for like Davy Crockett, Johnny Appleseed, John Henry, and Jughead says all of those names, but the first poster is Rosa Parks.
Well, now
not a folk hero.
Not a folk hero.
Not a folk hero, like a real life hero.
Like a real person.
like
and
a
I get
real
that Davy
person.
Crockett was a real person, blah, blah, blah. But like the stories we tell about Davy Crockett, he was born on it. No, fuck. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. Oh, God damn it.
Uh-oh.
No.
Uh-oh.
Davy Crockett. And then there's Archie shadowboxing in a basement somewhere based on where the window is.
Oh, Jesus.
I get because Punch Camp's fully a town hall right now that may or may not have a fire truck parked inside of it.
Who knows?
Punch Camp has as many different fake jobs as Archie has.
It really does.
And they change from episode to episode, from minute to minute.
Yeah. As Jughead says that folk heroes are symbols of courage for the oppressed. And then
I guess.
see our boy Percival Pickens sit down in Veronica's office. And as Jughead says that Riverdale is being oppressed by a villain with a seemingly supernatural ability to control minds. Jughead? Why is
Certainly,
it seemingly supernatural?
Yeah, it is supernatural.
It is supernatural.
He's the devil. Like,
you think he's using a Neuralink chip to do this? I don't think so.
I don't believe so, buddy, old pal.
Because those just killed chimpanzees. It's night. Jughead's sitting at his laptop. I imagine for dramatic lighting, otherwise he'd be at his typewriter.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
And basically, Jughead sums this great speech up by saying, we need a hero who is good and not bad.
We need a good guy.
Yeah, we need a good hero. Thanks, Jug.
Tiny Tone.
Yeah, like Tiny Tone. we need to bring up Tiny Tone into the limelight.
A hero the town
okay?
can believe in.
Yeah, a baby.
So,
Yeah.
Percival Pickens has gone to Veronica to be like, hey, would love to live here in a suite in the Babylonian. Because I'm going to stay in town because I'm a member of the council now.
What? Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. And Veronica takes a cool look at this guy and says, shut up and no. I distinctly remember you hating my casino and saying it was going to bring drugs and crime to the town. So maybe
Yeah.
everybody else forgot, but I, much like Pepperidge Farm, remember. But Percival, he stays cool under pressure. He's all,
Oh boy.
actually, because I'm on the council now, I'm giving up my deputyhood, so I actually don't care about laws anymore. And
I don't think that's how that works, dude.
you seem pretty cool. And thirdly, and most importantly, I can pay you a year in advance, a year of back rent, and a year's security deposit today in cash. Oh, also, I sing better than Kevin.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Sorry,
Guy
I'm
is-
sorry. So, okay. So let me just paint the picture here, I guess.
Uh-huh.
So he started as just a concerned citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Then he moved to deputy.
Uh-huh.
Then he moved to council member, dropped the deputy, which means he's immune to laws. His words.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he says, I'm going to front you, I believe, millions of dollars in cash. And then I'm going to sing for you as well. I got pipes like the best, like the greats.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
He goes on to say, he drops all of these, oh, I've sung at Moulin Rouge and Caesar's Palace and blah, blah, blah. And Veronica's like, oh, yeah. He goes, yeah, the ladies love me. And so do the men.
Wah, 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 wah.
We stan a bi king, but this is a bi demon, and we're not for it.
This is a bi demon. Still a bicon, but under extraneous circumstances.
I know.
Yeah.
Veronica does some quick mental math and is like, so cash, then?
She hears cash out of
Yeah,
this whole
she
thing.
hears cash.
She hears
decision
cash in Caesar's Palace.
Yeah. Give me them
and
dollars.
boys. And it's like, all right, cool.
At Thornhill, Britt is leaving the show.
Oh, man. She played such an integral part in all of this. And I totally remembered she was still in the show. Why
Yeah.
would she leave?
Well, her
Britt is
parents,
like, absolutely fuck this garbage.
yeah, her parents decided it's chill that she's gay. Actually, they don't want Cheryl to adopt her.
What the fuck? All right.
So she's going
Fucking
home.
cool, man. Ay, 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 man. All right.
She's had enough
At
of this
least-
haunted ass mansion.
At least she gets to be out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
The rest of us are still cursed.
Yep. She is set free.
Yeah. So over at Punch Camp, where a fire truck lives, it's town
Yep.
it's town council
Yep.
time.
Do the council members sit on top of the fire truck? If the council meeting
No, there's
would the
like
council meeting
bleachers
be
in
like
there.
this or like this? Oh, ew. Okay, whatever.
And Percival Pickens wants to talk about Pickens Park revitalization. He says that the park has drugs and crime and worse now.
Percival Pickens proposes to parlay about the park.
Oh shit.
And I just want to know what Percival thinks is worse than drugs and crime. Also, drugs is generally also crime.
Drugs is crime. Yeah. Hey, Percy, did you read laws?
In
I know
most
you're immune to them
locales,
now.
drugs is
However,
crime. So it's got
drugs is
crime and
crime.
crime and something that's worse than crime.
And worse than crime.
It's
Which
black
may
people.
be drugs, which
Oh, yeah,
there it
yeah.
is.
That makes sense because he does want to also put up a shiny new General Pickens statue. So here's a little, remember that the General Pickens, he slaughtered like the Uktana tribe. And back in
Oh,
the day
yeah.
in Riverdale, do you remember Tallboy? AKA
Oh
Gerald
yeah,
Petit?
the one that is not tall at
yeah,
all?
the one that's not tall. Tallboy,
Wait, what was Tomboy's name?
Gerald
Oh,
Petit.
something like, yeah, Gerald Petit.
Jerry. No, Jerry Petit, yeah.
Yeah, Jerry
Old
Smalls.
Jerry P.
Jerry Smalls is a better name, I think.
Jerry Smalls is a better name. Oops. Sorry, gang.
And
Yet
we've
another
done it
reason-
again.
On the mountain of evidence, like just another like scrap of paper on the mountain of evidence that we would write a better show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just as a
Oops.
reminder,
Depressing.
Hiram hired Tallboy, a.k.a. Jerry Smalls, to cut the head off of the General Pickens statue to frame the serpents.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And they haven't fixed it since then?
They took the whole statue down
Oh. Okay.
because he's a murdering psychopath.
Yeah.
Which Archie then points out. He's like,
Yeah,
Are
good.
you fucking kidding, dude? You
Yeah,
want us to put up a
absolutely not.
statue of a homicidal maniac who slaughtered the Uktena tribe? And then for whatever reason, he's like, we all learned that in high school. You all learned that while standing in a park.
I mean, sure, the class trip was in high school, but like, dog,
Yeah.
you don't need to.
During like a gang
Do that.
standoff is when you learned that. But
Yeah.
cool. Tabitha pipes up and she says that a lot of the town does not think that General Pickens is a hero, and the statue was removed because they think he's bad. And Percival takes it like a champ. He's like, all right, we'll circle back around to this one.
No, dude, what?
Yeah, we're just gonna
Huh?
parking lot it. We'll come back.
We'll parking lot it.
Yeah,
What
that's
is
some meeting
parking lot
jargon.
it?
Oh, you gotta put it in the parking lot. So
Yeah,
No, I
back in the
refuse.
day,
Sure.
when I had a more corporate job, the parking lot was the place you put questions that whoever was running the meeting didn't want to get into with you.
Full
Oh.
parking lot that. Wow, Jesus.
Yeah,
That sucks.
And like,
That does
I
suck.
technically what it was like, oh, that's like a question just for you or a deeper conversation, or I need to ask somebody else. We don't have time to have a conversation about that. But effectively what it meant was whoever was running that meeting didn't want to talk to you about that. They'd put that question in the parking lot and then get you an answer in a month and a half via email so they didn't have to talk to you about it.
What the fuck?
That all makes sense.
Yep.
Ay, ay, ay. That's rough.
So the next thing on the Pickens agenda is the new town sign.
Oh, no.
It says, Riverdale, you can't stop progress. And it's got train tracks going by a river. The crazy thing about this sign is that it looks like a western town. Like the mountains in the background are brown and not green.
Womp, womp,
Tons
womp.
of brown ass mountains in the Catskills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Percival points out that sadly, because of other aesthetic choices, there's not room for the slogan "Home of Pop's Chocolate Shop," and this has been approved by the majority of the council. At which point, Alice and Daddy Uncle Fuck look at each other like, "That he means me."
He was talking about us.
Yeah, like Daddy Uncle Frank likes it because he likes what Alice likes.
Yeah, his girlfriend, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. The meeting after this meeting is Tabitha going to Percival Pickens and being like, bro, what is your beef with me?
The meeting after the meeting.
Yeah, meeting after the meeting. Where the beef is.
Yeah, that's
where
when
the
you
beef is
complain about
made.
your parking lot questions not getting answered.
So real.
Percival's like, I got no squawk, no beef.
Ugh.
No squawk, no beef.
No
It's
squawk,
all
no
good,
beef.
honey.
I don't know how I feel about squawk beef.
It's
That's
all
so-
good, baby.
That's a white Christmas reference, so that one was just for me and Matthew, Jim.
Got no squawks, no beef.
No squawks, no beef.
Everybody's got an angle.
He's like, I'm so chill and normal about you. And actually, the person you should be mad at is Veronica, because there can only be 2 billboards on the highway leading into town. Well, I mean,
Who said that?
Seems like a rule you could change there, person,
Yeah.
buddy.
From the council, dog.
Yeah. But Veronica's wants to get one, and the other one is the Riverdale one. So if Veronica has one, then you don't have one. So maybe the girls should fight.
Just build another billboard.
Yeah, just change
Just do
the regulation.
They don't take up that much space. Like, it's just whatever.
Oh boy, if you want small town drama, you want to get invested in small town drama about
Oh.
regulations for signs. Is your blood large?
I mean,
We got large bloods.
I should probably have a little bit of insulin.
Yeah, why not?
But you can proceed. My insulin's
do it.
close at hand.
There is nothing like town drama about the regulations for signage. Aside from
Fair
town
enough.
drama about parking. But I mean, it's a classic thing that people in small towns get so worked up about.
Well, it's
Man.
'cause it's all they have.
People are the goddamn worst.
Yeah, they are also the best though.
Yeah.
So, We got Archie and Betty and Jughead. Betty's still rocking sunglasses, lest we forget that her power makes her head hurt.
Oh, fun, yeah. Why can't you just pop an Advil at the beginning of each scene that she's in?
Yeah, she just keeps like pushing on her
it's-
temples.
It's because she's a cop, and if she hears the word fentanyl, she dies instantly.
Well, fentanyl's getting tariffed now, so I think we're all safer.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
That's true.
This trio has a fun conversation that it basically boils down to everybody thinks this loser Percival Pickens is so cool, and how do you fight mind control anyway?
I don't have a good brain.
Yeah, well, so great news. Jughead's been reading
Mind
about
control
how you fight
villains are the
mind
fucking
control.
dumbest.
Oh, Jughead has been... Okay.
Yeah, so Jughead's been reading one singular book, so he's got the answer. And
Yeah,
it is
duh.
that you need an emotional anchor. You need to remember something about who you are.
One singular book about how mind control is real in the real world where they live.
Yes.
Yeah.
And here's
Well,
how you
listen,
beat
Jim,
it.
If
Yeah.
the real world's got hell and the devil and magic, there's gonna be books on mind control, dog.
Sure. He was reading, and I quote, a parasocial psychology book.
Jesus. All right. Never mind. They didn't even have fun with it.
A stunning indictment of
They
the
just-
writer's room. They didn't even have fun with it.
No,
didn't
they
have-
have never.
I don't know, man. They could have had like
No,
a
they have had some
5 second
fun with it.
scene, right?
You
Where, like,
have to have
Jughead
fun.
was just like walking down the street and he tripped over a book and it's like a big fucking tome. And then I don't know, it has all the answers. in
Big tome.
it. Big tome.
Tiny
Big tome.
Tiny tome.
Tiny tome.
Big tome.
Big tome. Listen. I don't know, maybe Jughead was like looking through his fucking attic and he found a big tome and it's got all the answers in it about fucking mind control. They could have done
It
something
mysteriously fell off of a shelf in a used bookstore.
fun. Exactly. They already sowed the seeds of like angels having a thing.
It
They
just
be
turned
like,
up in the maple grove.
Just chalk. It was growing on a tree, off of a fucking big tome tree. I don't know, man.
Big tome.
Somebody buried a book in the ground when Alice got when fucking Abigail died, and then it grows the books now. I don't know. Isn't that fun? Wouldn't that be fun if we just had fun for 5 minutes?
Can we just have fun?
Can we just have fun instead of trying to be all right all the time? It's fine. I'm getting too heated. I'm getting too
Okay,
mad about it.
you all right?
I don't-
You're gonna start
That's
sweating.
fine.
Anyway, this is where
fine.
the idea that Archie become a folk hero stems from, because he needs to be the town's emotional anchor.
Wow.
The town needs to be reminded of who they are. They're decent and kind and fair, like Archie, a homegrown son of good Fred Andrews, champion of the common man.
Champion of the common man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ditto to what Jim said. What the fuck? Absolutely not. Oh, Jesus.
So Archie has
Was
to
Fred
become
the
this...
champion of the common man when he was fucking Veronica's mom?
They never
think
fucked.
so.
They just made out.
They used to date in high school or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And also,
I mean, the answer would have been yes.
yeah, 100%. Get it, Fred. Hiram's a fraud and a liar and a cheat and an emotional abuser.
Oh man, I saw a commercial for Good Morning with Kelly and him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kelly and Mark.
Kelly and Mark, and my dude was having the time of his life.
Oh,
God
I'm
bless.
so happy for him.
so happy for Mark and Suelis.
Like, get out of your shitty job and go do a fun one with your hot wife.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
have
come
fun.
Just
Go have
enjoy
fun.
yourself.
With your,
And
with
probably
your tiny,
make more money also.
Your tiny hot
Yeah.
wife.
And get to
I
live in
love
New
my
York.
I love my tiny hot
I
wife.
love my tiny hot wife.
They shoot that in New York, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't
That's
know.
way better than Vancouver.
Now you're going to start a war.
Oh no. Uh-oh.
Too late.
Jim, don't. Jim.
Too late. Jim's not taking it back.
We can't.
Too
fuck.
late.
No,
We're
wait.
basically already at war.
Okay, listen.
on.
Listen.
Ah, shit.
We're almost to the title card, okay? And we're not a full hour into this, so I'm gonna finish this.
So, do it.
So, to make Archie the town's emotional anchor, he has to win the hearts and minds and then kick Percival off of the council. He's a legend in the making, and Jughead has contacts with the Guinness Book of World Records people, so they're gonna do a thing to prove how good and tough Archie is, and also they need K.O. Kelly back. Remember K.O. Kelly?
Oh my fucking god. They're just gonna redo this fight?
Yes.
Oh, fucking K. All right.
And his name is Josh.
Oh, Jim. Jim. The whole thing? Whoa, dude.
Enough.
Wow. That went on for like 5 seconds too long, dog. Whoa!
I was trying to figure out how to stop it.
I'm just picturing you sweating, trying to like pushing buttons, just keeping going. Fuck!
Touching the screen was not working. I had to actually hit the play button.
Oh, but that's always a gamble. Because what if it starts over?
I know, amazing.
Jesus Christ!
Oh boy. Okay, so then we have a.
I was so ready. Except for stopping at the appropriate time.
You were ready to
I
start.
was totally ready.
Yeah, you were still ready until you weren't ready. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
At Thornhill, Cheryl's reading next to a fireplace while the Abigail doll stares at her. Then her book catches fire. But then, what? Good thing this is a dream. Cheryl has haunted brains still.
Jesus. They're really going to lean heavy on these dreams, eh?
Yep, and then we've made it
Shit.
Riverdale. We're at the title card.
Riverdale.
Woo! Yeah.
God damn it.
All right.
46 minutes.
We're right on track.
We are really right on schedule.
We're doing great.
We got another town council meeting. Archie's come to say they have to find a better place to meet because he's reopening Punch Camp, actually, you weak-willed bitches.
That's right, cupcakes.
He's
Get in the
gonna
gym.
follow his passion for physical fitness and service to the community.
Fun and fitness.
And
Come on, say it with
violence.
me. Fun
And
and,
violence.
fitness.
By taking kids off the streets or whatever. And so I just want to remind you, remember that time that Jellybean and that ghoulie boy lived under the boxing ring and tried to do murder? That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
I love that Archie is like, I'm going to become a folk hero by stealing children and forging them into weapons. That's awesome. And a way to win the hearts and minds of people.
The town's gonna love
Yeah.
it.
Is be like, look at what I've done to your children. I've built them into something new that you don't recognize. Isn't this awesome?
Jughead then does a great speech about how Archie's gonna teach kids to think for themselves.
Huh? He's gonna teach them to think of how to kill. Okay?
Yeah.
This is just how it's gonna go.
But you know that they yearn for blood.
They yearn for blood. They're like sharks. They
Yeah.
Blood and the mines.
blood in the mines.
They close this incredible speech out by saying that Archie's going to be the world's toughest man and everybody should come watch his world's toughest man showpiece.
Good
Exhibition?
fucking Lord. Also, by the way, this is actually perfect because they're actually fighting fire with fire here. If Archie somehow begins some sort of punch cult, then his mind control can counteract the real actual devil's mind control, and then that's when the big fight happens.
I'm into this.
All I'm saying.
This is great.
If they just have fun with it, we'd have such a better show. Okay? All I'm saying. I had fun with it just then, and I made kind of a cool thing. Okay?
Yeah. Just take you can't just like be veering off the rails a little bit. If you're gonna go off the rails,
You have to go full on,
Commit.
man.
do it.
Because,
Thelma and Louise, baby.
Yes.
Good reference.
At Thornhill, Nana tells Cheryl that Cheryl has a high fever and needs to go to bed. And Cheryl's like, I need to sit up staring at a creepy doll, though.
This creepy doll might get me in my sleep.
Yeah,
so I need
Nana's
to
like,
stare at it
look,
forever."
I have to stare at the creepy doll, so I can't nurse you. You have to go to bed. I'm going to hire a night nurse. I can't take care of an alive person and a possessed doll at the same time. I only have one eye.
I only have one eye. Come on.
Please. I got a huge blind side. This dog could sneak up on me.
Wait, also, oh wait, no, that happened in Riverdale because I was kind of confused on who was Cheryl because Cheryl put.
Oh,
her
Cheryl
soul in
is
Aunt
Cheryl
Rose.
again.
I just wondered if Cheryl was talking to Cheryl, but in an older body. I don't. This show gets so fucking confusing.
It's a lot. It's a lot to keep track of. Over at FP's house, where the town council works now, Veronica and Tabitha have come to pitch their billboards.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is great.
You'll be shocked to hear that Veronica wins.
No way.
Yeah.
The one with all the money?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Big
She's the
Ron.
one that wins? Big Ron. Not
The one that Percival doesn't
yeah.
hate for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucked it up.
No, you didn't fuck it up. It's okay.
I don't get results.
You did get results. What are you
Jim,
talking about?
you got to take a swing, okay? Just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
a winner to be fun.
Exactly.
100 Floors of Terror. No, I'm gonna be
100
winners.
They're not all going to be
Baby.
winners. Honest to God, that is, I think about that all the time.
I say it
What
so
a
much.
freeing, what
Me
a freeing
too.
sentiment. What a great way to remind yourself that it's fine to try. Okay?
Yeah.
There are 100 Floors of Terror. They're not all going to be winners.
They're not all gonna be winners.
The other day when my senator, Mr. Cory Booker, was talking for 25 hours,
I watched so much of that. I played C-SPAN all day at my desk.
I was
shit.
watching the YouTube feed of it on my phone all day while working. And as new special guests would come up, I was posting online who they were and what they were talking about. And the second senator from Colorado came out. The good one, Bennett, not Hickenlooper, the shitty one.
Yeah.
They're both Democrats, but one of them's shitty. And
Listen, as a person from the
couldn't
great
tell
state
them
of
apart
Pennsylvania,
because they're both old white guys. and I thought it was Hickenlooper, and I was like, well, Hickenlooper sucks, but whatever. At least he's doing this right. And then moments later, I realized, oh no, wait, it's Bennett. My bad. It's 100 Floors of Terror. They're not all gonna be winners.
they're not all going to be winners.
Nice.
You know? If I can teach you all anything, it's just to really embrace that philosophy. You get to try some shit, and it's not going to be perfect every time, and that's fine. You know why?
48 Democrat senators, and they're all gonna be winners.
Yeah, because it's 100 Floors of Terror, okay? They're not all going to be winners.
Can you imagine doing 100 things perfectly in a row? That's
Oh my
crazy.
god. Impossible.
What?
Sometimes I choke when I take a sip of water for no reason. Okay? I can't.
I mean,
I've been
that's
drinking
that's
water
just
my
being
whole life.
over 40.
And then gurgling through the water, you're like, terror.
Yeah. Listen, it happens.
Uh,
Okay? We're all doing our best under incredibly challenging circumstances. Our best doesn't actually have to be good.
yeah.
There was the other big controversy this week was the SNL musical guest just walked off the stage at the end of the show instead of high-fiving people.
Who
was it?
fucking Morgan caught saying the N-word Wallen? Yeah.
Ew, why was he back on? That's fucked.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe he walked off because everybody made it clear they actually didn't want to talk to him.
Yeah, fair.
Maybe he
Also,
walked
was
off
like,
because country music is the sound of racism.
Yeah.
And he was in New York for 5 minutes, where black people live.
So upset about that because the
So
roots
weird.
of country music are actually we hate the cops and the government won't help
Yeah.
us.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
been twisted.
You know, this machine kills fascists.
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Not anymore.
And now it's
but yeah, no-
like, I might fuck this truck when you're not looking. Unless the
Yeah,
songs
you have
are
to
written
keep your
by
eye
women,
on-
in which case the
Yeah.
songs are like, well, I definitely have killed a man.
I definitely have killed a man, and that's okay. Because
Yeah.
he did
And
me
I was
wrong.
right to do it.
And also, I'm sad about it now, so it's okay.
Yeah. Now, those songs they're not sad they killed the man.
Oh, fair.
They're really happy they killed the man.
They're super happy. I mean, listen.
Yeah.
I would be too. I understand.
There's a lot of justification about how the man had it coming.
Yeah.
He had it coming. No, that's
Yeah.
That's
No,
not.
that's
But
Chicago,
twangier. Yeah.
right?
Twangier.
Yeah.
Is that Chicago?
That
What do
is
you mean no
Chicago.
one show
Yeah.
tunes?
I'm
Go,
proud of you.
buddy.
Yeah. I'm proud of myself.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud of you too. All right.
Mark,
so
mark this down. Jim knew a show tune.
that's what a day.
Jot that down. Jot that down.
Oh, right. Percival, for literally no reason, but then to get a rise out of Tabitha, says that Pops is the past and the casino is the future and it offers more revenue. Pops is, of course, a valuable part of the town's legacy. So then Tabitha has to go off Queen about how it's a part of the present and the future, too.
Yes, Queen. Slay.
And then Percival's like, well, I'm tired of this conversation. Let's go see Archie be tough. So they do.
That's his name. Archie.
Archie B. Tough?
Tough. Hi, my name's Archie B. Tough. Here at Punch Camp, we'll forge you into a weapon that your parents won't recognize.
Yeah, for only $24.99 an hour. Send your kids on down to Archie B. Tough's Punch Camp.
I'm so glad that we have a slogan now for Punch Camp. It's Archie B. Tough's Punch Camp.
Archie B. Tough's Punch Camp. Fuck the El Royale. That's not a good name. Have fun with it.
Have fun with it. Take two things out of this episode, okay? 100 Floors of Terror, not all going to be winners, and have fun with it.
Have fun with
okay?
it. Punch Camp's set up like an old-timey carnival. It's got a big old banner and everything. The Guinness Book of World Records guy is there. His name's Guinness, I guess.
Ah, fuck. Whatever. That sucks.
He lays on a bed of nails and then has cinder blocks stacked on him. Archie does, not Mr. Guinness.
Okay, what kind of shit is he trying to... Like, he's the most indestructible man?
World's toughest. Toughest. Whatever that means.
That's fine. It's fine, actually. This episode needs to end. So.
Yeah. That's how I feel about every episode.
It's fine. All right.
Then he stands up and really clenches his abs and gets walloped by a sledgehammer in the guts.
Okay.
Then he gets locked
Did
in
you
a
say
chest freezer.
walloped?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, walloped.
You gotta having fun with it, Jim.
Okay.
Yeah, Jim. Come on.
You never been walloped?
Have fun with it.
I have not been walloped.
What would you say? He got slammed?
He got.
I mean,
absolutely.
I've definitely got slammed a couple of times.
He got bombed.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
He gets locked in a chest freezer for an undefined period of time. It's however long it took for Percival to get mad that this seems to be working.
All right. Cool.
Later in the day, they're in the office with Mr. Guinness Records, and he's like, congratulations, you're now the world's toughest man. How does that feel? And Archie
goes,
says...
Oh, it hurts so bad. It hurts. Oh, ow.
He says, my dad used to keep a copy of that book by the John, so pretty good, I guess.
Oh, my fucking God.
Yes!
Arch. Oh,
That's
Arch.
having fun with it.
Oh, that is having fun with it. All right, Riverdale writers, you get a pass. You get a pass for that one.
I used to read your book while I took a shit on the toilet.
Oh man, I loved reading your book while pinching one off there, Mr. Guinness.
It is at this point...
What just happened?
Oh, we talked about
Jim, we're
poop.
having fun with it. We're making poop jokes. Because why not?
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Is at this juncture we learn that Jughead has commissioned a statue of Archie that's almost finished. Because that's how you make a hero, he says. Archie's like, I wish you would have asked. I don't...
Yeah, just kind of doing that behind my back is a little weird.
I don't know that I love it, but seems too late to stop now. Then he worries that he'll hurt our poor K.O. Kelly. This is an excuse to remind us that Archie is unbreakable and has morals because he feels like it won't be a fair win.
Dude, if Archie fucking doesn't do this thing, he's not going to do it, right? He's going to let KO win because he's a fucking...
Oh, well, Jughead says Jughead's found a loophole. Since KO
He does like loopholes.
went pro, his whole thing is all of his KOs. So all Archie has to do is not be knocked out. Even if he loses, this can be a Rocky situation where he's a winner even if he loses.
But no, because by definition he would lose.
Sure, but he would still be the world's toughest man because he wouldn't have been knocked out.
Yeah, he got the
That
dicks punched out of him by K.R.
By the-
Kelly.
Yeah, by the
damn it.
knocker outer. By the
That
bigger knocker outer.
sucks. By the bigger knocker outer.
Yeah.
Hey, that's bad. Can I say that?
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, you
I don't
can
like
say that the whole time we record this podcast every time.
All right, cool. I'm gonna sit back, way back from my microphone, and just repeat that until we're done.
No, but it's bad.
Oh, that's so bad. It's really. I don't like it. It's bad. It's bad. All right, that's it. I'm not doing that anymore.
No, I like it.
Over at
Thanks,
Pops / the White Worm.
Wait, worm.
Yeah. Tabitha and Tony talk about how Tony also couldn't get a billboard.
Tone.
And that the casino is eating into both businesses' customer base.
Make me so happy.
Sorry, I gotta slip it in when I can. You know, try to keep you on your toes. Keep you on your big toes. Anyway.
So
Glorious.
the ladies are gonna go check out the competition. It's gonna be ladies' night at the casino.
Ladies' night. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got a
No boys allowed.
We got a returning special guest here.
Oh shit.
Cheryl's night nurse is Hot Darius. Do you remember
What?
the previous? Okay, so
Who
remember
in the fart is Hot
when
Darius?
Tony hired a night nurse to watch over Nana Rose, but Cheryl fired him immediately because she thought he found Jason's body in the basement, but the real issue was that Penelope was living in the walls.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Did not remember that.
I remember a nurse. I remember
This
a
is
hot
hot-
nurse.
Hot
I
Darius.
don't think I remember his name.
Yeah.
I remember him being a hot nurse. Also, by the way, I'm gonna take that clip, what you just said, I'm gonna play it out of context for people, and then they're gonna go, "What the fuck? What?"
We're in season
Yeah,
6
no,
now.
that's-
You have to know the lore.
That right there, that's some fuck shit if I've ever heard it.
It's impossible to know the lore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, explain my brain then.
Yeah, Jim.
Checkmate, atheists.
Oh man.
So, Darius is here. Cheryl's in bed. Cheryl says, "Thank you for watching over my literally hot body."
You know what? Fuck it, Slay Queen. Go off. Sure.
Go off.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We stand a confident queen, I guess. I
love you.
Love you too, buddy.
He says he feels honored to have been hired again.
It's just an honor. It's an honor to be nominated.
Yeah. And hopefully her fever will be gone in the morning. She says, "From your pillowy lips, Darius."
Ew. All right. Now you crossed the line.
I don't-
Oops.
Yeah, I don't want
You
pillowy
gotta walk
lips.
it back a few steps there, Cheryl. Fuck. How do we save this? She's just loopy from the fever. I don't know.
Yeah. It's Percival Pickens singing night at the casino as Tabitha and Tony come in. Jim, by the
He
way,
is
I have
not
to
good.
ask, are you now noticing Tabitha's insane wigs, or is this still just a me issue?
I haven't necessarily noticed their insanity. I think it's just you.
Okay.
By the way, Percival Pickens perfectly performing.
Ven will you wear wigs?
Van Willy Van performs with perfect pitch. Anyway, sorry. But yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Have you worn wigs?
Will
Vil-
you wear wigs?
You wear wigs?
I don't know, maybe.
When will you wear wigs?
He's so good. He just has no idea how to react. It's perfect. Amazing.
Aw. As the ladies walk across the floor, they're offered free sliders and tots, and then we find out they're also serving boozy milkshakes for free. So
Let's go.
this is why people aren't coming to Pops, because they can get diner food at the casino.
Oh. All right. All right.
So
Fair.
Percival looks up from the stage and he winks, and Tabitha and Tall Tony both recoil.
As they should.
Yeah, it's a great little moment. Up at Thornhill, Cheryl wakes up and Darius is a pile of ash aside from his sneakers.
What?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
I think
What? Shut up. Wait a second. That's Hildarius? All right.
That's
this poor
Hildarius.
asshole.
You
that's
got
great.
him.
Damn.
Nobody's
that's
like,
so funny.
holy shit, a person's dead. They're like, ah, fuck, the creepy doll got him.
Ah, shit, he touched the creepy doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At no time in this episode does anyone care that Darius is dead.
No, they truly don't.
Or-
They could not give a
or-
fuck about Darius.
And they pay zero attention to the parties responsible paying any consequences for his death. They just he's toast. Moving on. they don't even think about it twice.
Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
I mean,
fuck
what are
that
they
guy.
gonna do? What are you gonna do now? You know, it's not like you can really get him to the hospital. He's ashes.
Yep.
know?
They discuss that.
No, but when they figure out who is responsible, they just don't care.
No.
Well,
We are gonna
Oh, yeah,
we are gonna
okay.
get to the bottom of this
No
mystery.
one gives a fuck. It's amazing.
Anyway, the doll didn't move and isn't hot, and I just wrote down like I don't think I understand the rules of this haunted doll.
like I thought that Cheryl had fire powers.
Well, you're smarter than me. She does.
Oh, okay. sorry, I ruined it. Sorry.
No,
I
you
ruined
didn't.
it.
Great job.
No, you're yeah.
Shit.
You did.
Yeah.
I'm getting too good at this.
You did good work.
Yep. KO's back. He asks Archie if Archie's getting yoked.
Is he getting yoked?
Archie's like, it's all the construction work. What construction work, Archie? You're a teacher.
Yeah.
What
the fuck
construction work are you doing?
Construction work for, my dog? Hey, my guy. What?
So I guess he's still Archie of the 9 jobs.
Archie of the 9 jobbers.
KO says he'll go easy on Archie and his pretty face. Archie
Hardy
says,
har. Archie's
see,
hot.
he still has to put the boxing ring up. And KO's like, well, I'm going to the casino then. Cool dudes.
What?
He's like deuces.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Suck to
Huh?
suck.
What
Yeah.
the fuck? All right.
He's like,
Fine,
I'm a big time guy. You didn't call me out here to do manual labor. I'm gonna go party.
Hey, fair, brother.
Yeah. Cheryl's called Betty to come look at the Darius dust. Okay? Betty asks the pertinent questions. Like, why
Dustrious.
didn't the chair or his
Dustrious.
feet burn?
Yeah, what about his feet? Huh?
Yeah. So
And then little Piggy's still in them shoes?
she scrapes up the dust and she's gonna take it to Dr. Curdle Jr.
Why?
Because he's the...
Hey,
He-
Doc, look at these ashes. What are they made of?
He
Is it
needs
past
some
Darius?
enrichment. Okay, he's just been processing dead ghoulies. He needs something else.
He's been putting square pegs in square holes this entire time. He
Yeah.
needs something else.
He
gotta
needs
get his
something
brain
else.
Working. Oh, Jesus, he's gotta. Oh man. Okay. Oh.
At Pops, Tabitha and Toni discuss that Veronica has prioritized profit over friendship. And so the gloves are off, and they will do the same. Pops can get a liquor license and order through the White Worm, make them their distributor, and Tabitha can
Oh.
put slot machines and craps tables downstairs. Then they realize they still need entertainment, and so
Whoa.
Tabitha's going to resurrect the serpent dance. And just since I spent this whole episode remembering things, remember when Betty was a teenage high school stripper for a room full of grown men to help support Jughead?
Oh, I did actually forget about that for
I-
good reason. But thank you for
remembered
bringing it back up.
that
Yeah.
And was horrified that they remembered it.
Also, I'm
Yep.
so sorry. Liquor, I hardly know her. But but what the fuck? Bring back the serpent. Okay, sorry. It took me a little bit to get back to serpent dance and what that meant, and it means stripping. So that's fun.
Yeah. Veronica's in her office in the casino. Percival stops by for a chat on his way to run an errand, and Veronica, the whole time she's dealing with Percival, this whole episode, she like clearly still hates him. She's like, I don't handle maintenance requests. Whatever this is, you should talk to somebody else.
Yeah. Amazing.
Very fair.
The
But
shut up
Percival-
and no attitude.
Yeah. Of it all. Percival's like, no. It's just that this feels like home now. Should we be partners? I could invest. Veronica, to her credit, says she has a partner. It's Reg. Percival's like, oh, why isn't he here? Because he's taking care of Horse at the dealership.
He's taking Horse on a walk around the yard.
Yeah, okay, you can lead a horse to casino, but you can't make it deal.
But you can't make him. You can't make him craps.
Yeah.
You know.
Percival's all like, are you sure? And then he takes her to where, I think still the dealership, where they're gambling and using slot machines from the casino. It's his side hustle. Veronica, of course, hates this. She bans him from the casino. He's like, you can't do that. I'm half owner. She's like, fucking show up and see what happens then.
Goddamn, Veronica.
Yeah, and I don't know. I wouldn't test her on this. She then also out loud in front of the wise guys tells Reg he's also banned from her bed.
God damn.
Nice.
Savage!
God damn. Wow. Reg is in the doghouse.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Over at the morgue, though, your boy Dr. Curdle Jr. is having a great time.
He's jumping up and down and clapping really
Yeah,
fast.
because he explains that what happened to
Absolutely
Darius...
snorted some of Darius.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He did a quick
you
line.
gotta snort
You got a
some of the
little bump?
Darius dust.
Little bump of Darius?
Just a little bump. You want a little bump?
Little bump of
boink.
Darius? A
Boink.
B&D?
A B of D, eh?
Yeah, just a little.
Wow. You want a little B&D? Hey, anybody want to get fucked up?
Yeah,
I got
a
some
little.
fresh Darius.
I got some Darius. Just a little bit.
Fresh, uncut Darius.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's spontaneous human combustion. He says it's SHC, and then he goes on to explain that what happens is your farts get real hot and you burn from the inside out.
That's stupid, but also they had fun with it, so I'll let
They
it slide.
had a lot of fun with this one.
They had a lot of fun
with
with
this
that one.
plot line because in a hot minute, Betty's going to contact the X-Files department about it.
Oh, no. No, she's not. We're not doing that.
Oh,
We're not
yes,
doing
we
that.
are.
Yeah.
We're not. No.
It's happening.
We fucking can't. Hey. I just got a memo on my desk that says we can't fucking do that, gang. This just in. No.
But wait, I forgot to explain that Dr. Curdle Jr. also explains that because the fart fire is contained inside the body, sometimes your feet don't burn.
Shut up. No. That can't be it. Hey. It's not spontaneous human, but except for the feet combustion. It's the whole thing.
It's not with that attitude.
I guess so. Your farts get hot, and then what? You swallow a match? What the fuck does that mean?
They get so hot they burn because it's flammable gas.
Hey, Darius.
'Cause
Okay,
it's-
my guy
yeah.
can fart.
Yeah.
Like, listen.
This
I think this
whole...
is a real problem plaguing America right now. Men can fart. Okay. And
This whole explanation does not take into account that fires need oxygen.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, there's oxygen in the blood. Fuck, I'm having too much fun with it. Hold
There's
on. I
oxygen
gotta
in your
back up.
farts, I guess. It's not just not just carbon.
God damn.
Anyway, that's why his feet didn't burn, and that's what happened. Cheryl, now of course, afraid that she will be consumed by the fart fire.
Jesus Christ.
It's Betty's turn to stay and be night nurse because again, Nana Rose cannot take care of a haunted doll and an alive person at the same time.
It's too many. She's a single mom that works 2 jobs.
She loves her
Those
kids
kids
and
never
never stops.
With a beating
She's
heart.
got a loving
and a
heart.
Loving heart.
The eye of the tiger. She's
Eye
a
of the
survivor.
tiger?
I don't.
Wow.
Is that not
What
it?
is-
What does she have? What does she
Rise up.
have?
What is
I thought it
happening
was
right
with-
now?
I thought it was heart of a fighter.
Oh, heart
I
of
don't
a
know.
fighter. That does make more sense. Yeah,
Hold on.
it's got to be
Here we
heart
go.
of a fighter. Can't be Eye of the Tiger. I don't know why I thought that.
Can't be the Eye of the Tiger.
It would
Rise
be great
up.
if that song referenced a different song, though. That would be great. That would be having fun with it.
That would be fun, right?
Jim, the Reba McEntire show
Oh, cool.
theme song sung by Reba.
Got it.
Sung by Reba, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, makes sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, gotta stop singing that song in my head. Archie's finishing the boxing ring, and our boy Percival Pickens comes in and mind controls Archie to pick up a box cutter and press it into his arm. But he's
What?
unbreakable.
Oh, also, by the way, it's
Damn it.
gentle hands. Gentle hands in a heart of a fighter.
Gentle hands and heart of a fighter.
Yep.
Just
That's
gonna
it.
jot that down.
You getting that tatted, Mom?
Yeah, I'll add
Get that
that.
tatted.
Let me just message my artist real quick.
Yeah. Get that right across your neck.
I know she's into big kind of natural pieces, but maybe she wants to do a small text tattoo.
The only text tattoo she'll ever do. And it's gentle hands and a heart of a fighter, but that's it. Not the rest of that.
Not the rest of it.
That
Yeah.
stanza. Ay. Wait, hold on. You can't do gentle hands on your fucking knuckles. That'd be so sick.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's too much.
You
too
can
many
if you
letters.
do it.
If you did it without vowels.
No, you have to use like
Gentle.
between your top knuckle and middle knuckle, and then middle knuckle and like
Oh, you'd have to use all the space.
you'd
I
have to
see.
use. Yeah, you really have to open up the real estate. It's possible.
That's true, yeah.
People
It
really
is-
got to
it is
start thinking
possible.
outside of the box on this knuckle tattoo business.
Man, I am lost.
So, Jim, there are these things called tattoos, right? And I don't have a lot of time to get into that, but you can have them wherever you want. And so you can sometimes people put stuff on their knuckles, but you only have 9 of those. And so you can only do 9-letter words.
Matthew, why is this an odd number? It's 8.
It is 8. Why did I think we had 9? Wow.
Matthew, are you
maybe
okay?
if you
Yeah,
hold
it's
up your
just my
knuckles
whole-
with your dick in between, then you've got an extra.
Shit.
You got an extra spot.
Jim, you're funny. I love you.
I know about knuckle tattoos. I've seen Master and Commander.
Oh yeah, there we go, baby.
Hold
Also, I did
fast.
see really cool knuckle tattoos where it just said paranoia across this dude's hands. I was like, fuck, that's so sick. But I could never pull that off
That's
because I don't have that. You know?
yeah. Generalized anxiety is too long.
Yeah.
I-
I could probably do very hungry. That
I-
could be. I
I couldn't do paranoia because I only have one noia.
mononoia. Manoia.
not a pair of noia.
If
shit.
you had 9,
Nice.
I had to explain it. That makes it really good.
Yeah.
all right. Anyway,
Why did I say 9 knuckles? Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I don't know.
so it was
Oh,
really
man,
funny
and that's-
though.
That's on the internet forever now. That's like up there with moon friction. Wow, shit. All right.
What do we not know about you, Matthew?
What do we not know? Oh, there's a lot of stuff, Jim.
You like
He's
a
a man
cat
of
with
many
the extra
secrets.
thumb,
Polydactyl.
Oh yeah, I'm polydactyl.
like a koala.
All right. So Archie
God,
breaks
a
the.
cat could get knuckle tattoos. Sorry, I can't.
Would they get him like this or like this?
Let me get them like this or like this. All right, now I'm done talking for at least 10 minutes.
Okay, but if cats, they wouldn't get knuckle tattoos. They would get bean tattoos.
They would get little bean tattoos.
Little
yeah,
bean
I know.
tats.
Oh man,
So cute. Except
The-
they would hurt the cat, so you shouldn't do that.
one of the dogs that I was walking today very suddenly acted like really freaked out and started moving and then crying and like kind of laid down, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's up? And she had stepped on a thorn and gotten a little thorn in her big
You gotta
meaty
take-
toe bean.
You gotta take her to a mouse post haste.
And I pulled the thorn out myself, and the way she looked at me after I rescued her, it was amazing. She was like, oh my god,
Oh my god.
what have you, how did you do this? like,
whoa.
I was the most heroic person this dog has ever encountered. It made me
That's
so happy.
incredible.
This poor sweet baby. She's fine. I squeezed it and prodded it after I removed the thing, and she didn't react as though it hurt anymore. So, all
Hell
good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Poor
Uh,
dog.
Okay, so Percival's mind controlling Archie to cut his arm with a box cutter, but the box cutter blade breaks because Archie's unbreakable. Then Archie looks up and sees a picture of Fred behind Percival, and then he remembers who he is because of the parasocial psychology book that Jughead read and emotional anchors. And then Percival's like, oh no, my one power, and he leaves. Percival goes back to the casino, finds Veronica, and is like, hey, sorry about Reg. I also have had a tough night. Do you want to make it worse and go to the White Worm where they're ruining your business here?
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, because there's literally no one in the casino. A thing that has never ever happened in an open casino.
Yeah, what?
Man, that's
not even Horace?
Not even Horse. Because Horse is at the dealership.
Nary a horse in the
casino.
No
old ladies.
Yeah. Eating all the chocolate and grapes he wants.
Having little French fry snacks.
Yeah.
Living the best life.
Yeah.
And you got a slot machine. You got old ladies.
Oh, guaranteed.
Very true. Yeah.
Guaranteed. So they go to the White Worm. Tabitha and Toni are singing and dancing to the song Private Dancer. And then there's like pole dancers on either side doing Cirque du Soleil style. Like it's
Hold me closer.
Incredible athleticism.
Yeah.
But Veronica did put her Monica Posh wig on before she went. Lest we forget Monica
There's
Posh.
a Posh harmonica? Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Is there a Posh harmonica?
Because Mom said she put her Monica Posh.
Yeah.
I see harmonica.
Anyway.
Sorry?
Nah, that was...
Tell me, is shrimp fried this rice?
100 floors of... They're not all...
They're not all going to be winners.
They're not all... You understand.
You get it. At Thornhill, Cheryl's screaming that she's burning up. Nana Rose just keeps pointing a laser thermometer at her and saying what temperature she is, which is an insane temperatures every time.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not yet. Sorry. That's not that scene.
Oh, okay.
Cheryl's burning up. Betty's like, oh my god, they put her in an ice bath and the water boils.
Oh, fuck off.
Cheryl's
my God.
I'm boiling alive. And Betty's all, no, that's not how thermodynamics work, you dumb bitch.
In this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics.
Oh, man.
It is at this juncture that Betty says she's going to contact the X-Files department.
Fuck.
She doesn't call it that, but that's very clearly what it is.
Yeah, she kind of like winks at the camera with her entire body.
I like that. I don't approve. Okay?
Well,
I'm done. That's it. I got it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Great.
You know, them files where they got a hot British redhead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Archie is telling Jughead about Percival mind controlling him and how having an emotional anchor works. And Jughead's like, that's great. We just need to finish the plan, have the fight, say that Archie, unveil the Archie statue. Then Archie's going to get an award and he can drive Percival out of town. And I quote, old school scoundrel style.
Oh, Jesus. Is he a quirked up white boy?
Yep.
Go. Busting it down.
They are gonna tie
style.
someone to a railroad track in this season.
For sure, yeah. They're working on their mustache twirling right now.
Good Lord. So evil.
Over at Pop's, Pop Tate's taking the trash out, and there's some dude peeing on the diner. Things are really going downhill.
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, Pops does not like this.
Downstairs, Toni is dancing sexy in the White Worm as Fangs comes in.
Big tone.
At the casino, Percival Pickens goes to Veronica and is like, you know, the casino is empty because of Pops. You should probably firebomb Tabitha and Toni's businesses.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's having a heck of a night.
That is just vile. My
Pop-
God.
Pop Tate goes into the diner and he says to Tabitha, like, this is our family restaurant. You can't be serving liquor in here. There's drunkies just pissing all over the place. Downstairs,
Shit.
Fang says to Toni, girl, you can throw that ass in a circle all you want, but we are in a custody battle, so maybe
my
not
God.
on stage.
It's been so long since I heard someone refer to dancing as throwing ass.
Well, yeah. Shaking ass, throwing ass.
You've made me happy.
At the Babylonium, Veronica is saying to Percival
Throwing
Pickens,
ass.
"What the fuck
Amazing.
did you just say to me? I'm not firebombing Pops. I'm not my father. Get the hell out of here." So you know what?
Yeah.
Go off, girl.
Go off.
Yeah. Over at Horse Motors, Reg is sad about Veronica and the casino, but mostly Veronica.
But mostly Veronica, yeah.
Yeah. One of the wise guys says that Veronica's garbage, and Reg is all, "What the fuck did you just say to me?" But then they decide to gamble together, and everything's fine.
Huh?
Truly, truly,
Okay.
the patriarchy has done men such a disservice. Please talk to your friends about your feelings.
For the love of Christ.
For the love of Christ. KO is leaving Pops. I guess he wasn't at the casino. Percival finds him and is like, "I'm a huge fan," and then he starts to mind control KO, but we don't know to do what yet. Then the next scene is Jughead meeting Archie in the hospital because KO just walked into traffic.
Whoa.
Yeah, so obviously Percival did that. But then
Yeah.
Archie gets a phone call. It's Percival saying he's happy to box in KO's stead because Percival was
Whoa.
top of his boxing class at Cambridge.
Hey, okay. So the title of Man with Many Hats goes from Archie to Percival.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, sweet.
An
I mean, he is
investor,
the
a
literal devil.
chanteuse, a deputy, a council member, a boxer, the devil, a villain.
This show.
They bet on it, and the stakes are if Archie wins, then Percival leaves town, and if Percival wins, Archie personally puts up the Pickens statue.
Personally puts up the.
I know this show loves alliteration as is, but it is off the charts right now.
Yeah, the alliteration per minute here is
I know.
getting to be like close to critical mass.
The ppm, the p's per minute.
Piece per minute. Exactly. About to OD.
Veronica gets a call from Tabitha. They're gonna have a meeting. But in the meantime, Betty's meeting up with this X-Files lady at Pops.
Oh, fuck.
Who's like, it might not be spontaneous human combustion. It might be Firestarter shit. Pyrokinesis.
Oh, yeah.
And so Betty asks, what starts these? How do you get these powers? And this lady is like, "Oh, trauma or puberty.
Just either or. Just one or the other.
Just,
It could be either.
but yeah,
Who knows?
Regular
whatever."
Fuck off with that shit, dude. Oh, my God.
So then Betty gets
stuff.
pointers.
Epic highs and
Of
lows.
puberty or trauma.
Yeah. I mean, you can certainly make an argument that puberty is pretty traumatic.
Puberty, yeah, you're right. It's pretty traumatic.
I'll give
So
him
then why
that
doesn't
one.
everybody have superpowers? Then,
Yeah.
What?
I'm pretty heated, haha, that I don't have mine.
Nice, Mom. Nice
Thank-
job.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank ya.
Anyway, then Betty's like, "Well, give me pointers about how if somebody, not me, but somebody, was a fire starter, how would they control their powers?" And
the
so,
X-Files just has this information?
yeah, yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Why not?
Fuck. See, this is giving Big Tome energy.
Yes.
She's a regular Professor X.
Yeah.
Well,
Professor Xavier,
so
as said in
I
the last
will say
episode.
this. In the book Firestarter, how the girl got her powers was her parents were experimented on
Oh my God.
by the government.
Hachi machi.
Like,
Makes
remember when the
sense.
FBI gave a bunch of
Archie.
people acid to see if they could actually tell the future?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. And then these people met and fell in love and were like, "Stop giving me drugs," and had a baby, and that baby had pyrokinesis.
Fun.
Is that MK Ultra?
And then the powers were always there even when she was tiny.
Aha.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's enough about the Stephen King novel Firestarter. Let's move on.
Was that a good book?
I read it a long time ago. Here's my take on Stephen King. Is it good? That depends on what you think it is. If you think it's literature, no, it's hot garbage. If you think it's a fun book, then yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a good fun read. If you just want a fun story, go for it. Stephen King will do that. Absolutely.
All right, fair enough.
Tabitha, Toni, and Veronica had a good meeting. Percival hates that. He does not like it. That these ladies refuse to do cat fights and instead are working together.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like what we want on the show.
They're all gonna support each other. Veronica says circles rise together.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck she's
what
talking
does that
about
mean?
here.
Yeah, I don't know either. That one confused me. And she shares that Tabitha was the brains behind the plan. So, as much as Percival hated Tabitha before, he hates her even more now.
Yeah, she's got to go.
Okay,
All right, now we're getting into the part of the episode where we're flashing back and forth between two things. And what we're flashing back and forth between is Cheryl being very hot while Betty screams at her to light logs in a fireplace on fire. And the boxing match, the El Royale with cheese.
Oh, fun. Okay. La Casa de Fromage.
Yeah. So this is now where Nana Rose has the, like, fucking laser thermometer.
Awesome.
And we're starting out with Cheryl at 119 degrees.
Wow.
Betty's...
That's a lot of brain damage.
That's a lot of heat for a
Yeah.
body.
How Betty's helping Cheryl is to scream at her to project the heat into the logs in the fireplace and set them on fire. And Cheryl's like, I'm dying. And Betty just screams at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you
Like what
want to
helps.
do
You know?
when you're pretty sure your cousin has pyrokinetic powers is make her real mad at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems safe and good. Inside a house that's already burned down once.
Yeah. Yeah, get right
It's-
on
Yeah,
that.
sick.
get in there. It's discussed at Punch Camp that Archie needs to remember Fred. Daddy Uncle Frank's the ref for this boxing match.
He's wearing some hats this episode
Daddy,
too.
fuck. Get in the ring.
Percival
All right.
obviously immediately tries mind control. He's like, hey, drop your guard. And Archie's like, nah.
No. Nah.
LOL. LMAO.
No thanks,
No.
brother. Don't think I will.
Raffle.
But then Archie does take a hit and he starts to bleed. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Back at Thornhill, Cheryl's into the 200s of degrees now. Betty just keeps yelling at her to light the logs on fire. It's not working. Cheryl says, I'm so hot I can't even think straight, which is a hysterical thing to have a gay character say. A+ work. I just needed to call that out. So Betty throws a framed picture of Penelope into the fireplace, and she's like, then fine, burn your mother.
Hey, you know what? Hey.
Now
You're
onto
onto something there.
Yep, and that works.
Sick.
Yep. And then we cut back to Percival beating the shit out of Archie. Archie falls down. Jughead's yelling at him to quit, but of course he won't. He stands back up. Then he gets a big old uppercut, and he's knocked out. Alice is, like, way too happy about this.
Huh. Huh.
Like, way too happy about it.
Wild.
She's got that bloodlust.
Yeah. Betty meets up with Archie and Jughead after the match. Percival won. Yeah.
Yikes.
And won the crowd. Archie felt pain and bled, and he does not like that. So Betty's like, oh no, I hid palladium. We should go check and see if it's there.
Oops.
Oh,
It's not there.
man. Oh, man. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Matthew, did you remember that Archie's weakness
His
is palladium?
kryptonite
I didn't.
is palladium. I did
His
remember,
kryptonite,
actually.
yeah, his kryptonite is palladium. So we now get a cut to Percival, who's shaking a chunk of palladium out of his boxing glove, like when you get something in your shoe and you have to pick it up and shake it.
Yeah.
That's some fuck shit right there, gang. Wow.
So Alice and Betty have both been mind controlled to tell Percival stuff, is what we then
Oh,
learn.
shit.
Yeah. That's how Percival knew to get the palladium, is he mind controlled Alice to let him into Betty's room, and then he mind controlled Betty to tell him what was special about Archie.
Wild. And then mind controlled them both to forget that they ever said that stuff?
I guess.
All right, cool.
We don't see him do that, but he must have.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Just kind of implied, I guess. I don't
Yep.
know.
Those scenes had to have been a flashback.
They had to have been.
They obviously.
They
it's
were.
just
They
like
were- yeah, they
him
were.
thinking about doing that, I guess. Then the once and former Keller comes in to stay that Archie put his statue up at Thornhill.
Damn.
Cheryl stares at the Abigail doll, and then she's not scared of the Abigail doll anymore, and then she magically lights some candles with her pyrokinesis because she's just super good at it now.
Yeah, she's mastered it.
Yeah,
duh.
she flipped the switch. Now she's got it.
Yeah. In Pickens Park, the once and current Keller, Daddy, Uncle Funk, and Percival look at the statue of Percival Pickens, while our boy PP talks about, or General Pickens, while Percival talks about how he hates Tabitha the most now. Yeah, and that's it. That's the episode.
That's the episode. Wow. Holy
Yeah.
shit. All right. Well,
Man, it was not a good television.
what
I
this
don't know,
one?
I had fun with
Obviously
it.
not. Well, honestly, out of the ones that I remember, this one seems pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I think it's just because it's got a lot of action, got a lot of punching.
I
Which is what
just-
I look for
Man,
in a show.
mind control villains are the dumbest.
Well, yeah, a little bit. However, I don't know. It seems fun to play around with superpowers because they're having fun. Oh, bloods.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, shit. So to recap.
It just, man, I hate when the main character of a thing that I'm watching is not a reliable narrator, and a mind control villain makes every character not a reliable narrator.
Hate more unreliable narrators. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
And
kind
it
of
sucks.
just you're playing
don't-
t-ball here.
Yeah, I don't mind an unreliable narrator. I do hate being deliberately lied to,
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
sucks.
and that is a different thing.
It is a different thing.
I don't really differentiate those, because most TV writers are not clever enough to differentiate those things.
Yeah, well, fair.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's see. Archie is the toughest man until he isn't. Jughead. No, Jughead isn't really in this. Well, I guess no. Jughead sets up the whole folk hero thing. Archie is very close to becoming a folk hero and then is not. Cheryl is a fire starter.
A wicked fire starter.
Wicked Firestarter. Tony was throwing ass and taking all of
Throwing ass and taking names.
throwing ass and taking business from Veronica. Percival Pickens projects positively that he has so many jobs. I can't do that. I can't do
You
the
can't
fucking
keep doing
keywords.
it. You tried.
Can't keep
It's
doing
100
it.
floors of
I
terror,
tried.
Matthew.
Not all gonna be winners. That's it. Unless there was a secret fourth thing.
I don't think
but-
so.
I don't think so. So yeah, that's our show, everybody. Holy shit. Thank you so much for listening this week. Our intro and outro song is Smooth Passenger by White Bones. If you'd like to check out some smooth jazz, you very much can do so. We're also on the internet, like allegedly. So
Try not to go there.
we
That's where
announce-
all of the bad news is.
yeah, it's really where all the bad stuff is. Like all the rejects
It's-
from the 100 Floors of Terror. That's where all the that's the internet.
Pretty awful.
But we're on Blue
TBH.
Sky. We're on Blue Sky at Riverdale Runs, and on Instagram at Riverdale_runs. And we have an email that's at Riverdale. Or sorry, that's I was about to say our Blue Sky thing again. We have an email that's arrtipod@gmail.com. It's ARRTIPOD@gmail.com. It's our initials. And you can hit us up there. That's the most reliable kind of way to hit us up. So I guess do that if you want to say hi, and we'll say hi back, and we'll say that you said hi on the podcast.
That's my favorite part.
That is my favorite part. It really does fill our hearts with joy, Grinch style, when that happens. I think other than that, I think we're good, right?
I think
I
so.
think that's
And
it.
speaking of being yoked,
Speaking of being yoked.
the Grinch is fucking yoked.
What? Oh, I guess he is pretty yoked at the end of the movie.
There's
Like, what's
the whole sequence where the gigantic sled filled with like 40 tons of toys is teetering, and he like
He
is
lifts it.
mightily pulling on it,
Yeah.
and it's like holy shit.
I think he was just on crack.
fucking
You forget
He's
about
been on crack.
forget about drugs.
got crack muscles.
Them crack strength. So anyway, oh boy. We love you. Have a great week. Find joy where you can. Don't buy a pair of Walton Goggins glasses.
I mean, if you do, send
Yeah,
us
I'm not
pictures of
saying
it. But I would
don't.
prefer if you
do,
didn't.
if you do, make it the blue ones.
Blue.
And send us a picture.
Blue.
Not Mama's Skillet or fucking La Tortuga, which is sold out. You need the blue.
Jim,
What
what
is
are you doing? What are you doing, Jim?
Are you playing an electric guitar?
She's a wicked Firestarter.
Oh my god. So anyway, be kind, and don't fuck, Archie. Bye!
Bye.
Or Cheryl, because you said don't fire.
That's true. Bye.
That's hot.
Thank you.